Welcome everybody, we are here in the TQ Live LAN tournament hosted by eSpot Billiards and Arcades. That is where the players are. It is a LAN tournament that is a beautiful one to be at. eSpot is a great venue. Unfortunately, I cannot be there, but I wish I was. And we are going to be here in the quarterfinals of the whole tournament, semifinals of the losers bracket. It is a PVZ of Terranuapart against Saikou. Very strong players, both of them. I am tQzander, and along with me is
Thundertoss.
yes. So, what do you think of the last game?
Like I said, that was one of the best holds from a six gate that I've seen from Zerg. Um, Looks like he had that all planned out. He had exactly the right amount of units. Pulled drums when he needed to, and then put them back on once those larvae popped, and managed to get a 20 harvester lead right in the mid game, and then just finish the game.
Yeah, very solid play. Outplaying someone who is very skilled, tearing you apart, is not somebody to take lightly. It looks like he's going to try and go for again the 15 Nexus. Wow. But we do have the 14 gas from Saikou. Probably going to throw down the 14 pool in a moment, which means that we're probably going to see the what's it called? The Forge getting put down before the Nexus. I would assume, as that seems to be tearing you apart's main PVZ opener.
Yep, I think you have to put down that forge when you see this gas before pool build.
Yes. And now, it does seem to tear you apart. Did try and scout for the Overlord coming in on the left. You can see he does have vision over there. However, there was no Overlord since there is Saikou on the top. Now, tearing apart does have his probe up here in the base, knows exactly what's up, and you do see the Nexus was put down before the Forge.
Hmm.
Oh, and actually, I really don't like this Forge placement. If you look at this forge, it's really far forward and it gives an opportunity for units to get a bigger concave on the top. If that forge was a little farther down, it would actually force the units of Saikou to be in that smaller choke and allow Turning Apart to actually use the high ground and the entire low ground to get a much bigger concave. So that is just a little bit of a nitpicking that I'm going to do to that building placement.
Yeah, it's interesting. Although, I mean, your point is pretty valid. But I mean, a lot of players like it there. I'm not sure why. I think it's actually just because it's easier to wall off in time.
I guess. I don't know, it's just one of those cost-effective things. Like, which one is going to be more cost-effective, and which is going to be better for the possible damage you could take.
Yeah, yeah,
I don't know. Yeah, but I think it's the convenience of having the three by three buildings that can wall it off if you have it over there. I guess. I don't know. It makes sense. Oh, it also makes it easier to defend against Baneling Bust. That could also be a very key part of it. All right, so now second queen being produced for Saikou. Hatchery has gone down. He should be able to tech up in time. He does have the metabolic boost almost researched. We'll see how he's going to control this. Alright, so now tearing apart's got his Nexus producing the probies. I do want to mention I've been casting for over 7 hours. I am kind of delirious. Yeah.
yep. So that Nexus is up for tearing you apart. Chrono boosting out probes from both. Got both gases. Um, may decide to do another kind of six gate push, but we'll see after that cybernetic score finishes. About 3/4 of the way done.
Yeah, now I do also mention the fact that it's 30 probes to 19 drones at this point.
Oh, but only
Oh!
one cannon down means that he's gonna have to pull probes here. Zergling's gonna do a lot of damage.
Wow, forget what I said about that probe leave. It is so in favor of Saikou right now because he's going to be able to do a lot of damage. Right now, Tearing Apart has to dance around to make sure he doesn't lose this Nexus to these Zerglings. He's got to be careful. This is a really tough spot to be in. Oh, this is so bad. One Zealot is now out, but so many probes have gone down, and these Zerglings are in such a beautiful spot right now.
Yeah, this is why you always see two cannons at least, especially when you know that that speed upgrade is on the way for these Zerglings.
Yeah, look at this.
That was just a
This
little bit way too greedy for tearing you apart there.
Yeah, those Zerglings did take out those a lot of those probes and that Zealot. And now Terranuapart is doing a lot of damage to the actual Nexus itself. But this Zealot should be enough, and that is going to prompt Saikou to go in for the scout with his units over there.
Yep. C is just a gateway pretty much, but three Zerglings do get into the main mineral line, forcing probes to just get off the mining and just going to delay the economy a little bit.
Yeah, this is so bad. 13 probes were taken out, and one Zealot was taken out. That is a very, very successful attack for Saikou. Basically nullified the advantage of that 15 Nexus that Terranuapart might have had. And now, if you look at the drone count and worker count, it's 44 drones to 29 probes.
Yeah, that's harsh. That completely, destroys the build pretty much. He's gonna have to do something completely different, just because he's not gonna have the economy to support what he wanted to, and not gonna be able to hit the timing that he wanted to either. So.
Yeah, and look at this. We do have a Zergling still alive in the main base. That is ridiculous that this Zergling can still go around. It does now finally die to these sentries, but we have a third base going out for Saikou as well. And oh my god, more drones. 52 drones, and it's less than 9 minutes into the game. Saikou is droning up so hardcore right now.
Yep, he's also grabbing burrow. He's got those roaches coming out. Any kind of push he's going to be able to shut down completely. Looks like Terranuapart is thinking about moving out, but probably just going to grab this watchtower. And, I mean, once Zerg is on 3 base here, he's got such a massive economy already. As long as he doesn't do anything crazy, he should be just fine.
Yeah, right now. And look at this. Saikou's going to start breaking down these gold rocks. He's going to be able to have vision with all these creep tumors around, and that's actually going to allow him to retreat with the roaches in time and get a full surround if Terranuapart decides to push in.
Yeah, we see 10 more roaches in production, and that's going to be enough to actually take out this force, especially with burrow done now.
Oh, easily. This is not going to go well for Terranuapart in any respect. And now those creep tumors do spot this attack, and here we go. Terranuapart is in a full-out retreat. Oh, never mind. He's going to try and... Oh, yep. Yeah, throw a force field directly on top of roaches that are burrowed. That will do nothing for you. But here we go. Oh, look at that! Roach in the front. It was so little health that ends up being saved with that burrow.
Yep. Now he's going to force those stalkers to stay at that proxy pylon. Looks like 3 stalkers are going to split off to try to go. But just as that happens, all the roaches reinforcing and unburrowing and just going to completely destroy this army here.
Yeah, great concave.
Like he's also going to snipe that pylon. Oh, stops the warp in. And just so many roaches here. Taking a look at the unit tab, we have 20 roaches versus 6 stalkers. I think that's more than enough. Regardless.
Definitely. We're about to see a game end in the exact same, actually even a worse fashion than the last game. For Terranuapart. Terranuapart just not... You can't lose those probes like that in the game. You can't lose all that mining time. It is detrimental to the max.
Yeah, you gotta place that second cannon there. Any kind of aggression, you're gonna need that second cannon down.
Yeah, and there we go. And now this cannon is actually about to get sniped. Zergans are here, going to start taking out those stalkers.
Yeah, it's pretty much going to be GG here.
Yeah, and there's no sentries out for any force fields. But Saikou, and there he goes. He actually is just burrows. The observer will be coming out soon. But it's that Cybernetics core is now down, and Terranuapart has a big hole in his wall now.
Yep, Cybernetics core down means that Terranuapart's only going to be able to warp in Zealots, and Zealots are pretty much useless against roaches.
Oh, if he takes out that pylon is powering most of those warp gates. Oh my god, I hope he sees that. Actually, doesn't even matter. It's game anyway, no matter what. Saikou is doing so much damage. This is really, really bad for Terranuapart. This game is done.
Yep, again, he's ahead by 20 harvesters. He's got that third base up. Yeah, there's not much Terranuapart can do. I mean, he could try to go for DTs, and Saikou would have to refuse to build any detection for Saikou to actually lose this game here.
Yeah. Yeah, but look at that. There is GG. It is done, and Saikou is victorious very handily.